Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So we're back in my kitchen because I have a food related video today. In this video I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you. I am going to be sharing our suya recipe today. I'm finally going to be sharing it with you today. I have posted my suya on Instagram a few times, and anytime I post it I get messages of people asking me to share the recipe. We also recently had a birthday party for our toddler and we made that same suya for our guest, and literally everyone was asking for the recipe. Our guests are still asking for the recipe till this day. So I thought instead of typing the recipe for everyone that asks, I'm just gonna film it here on my channel so that whenever anyone asks for it, I can just direct them to this video. Now, if you are not sure what suya is basically meat. It can be steak that is grilled in a spice called suya spice. Suya spice is typically made out of other spices and peppers. So there are so many different suya spices on the market. Some people prefer to make it themselves, but a lot others like to buy pre-made suya spice typically from the African market. And there's so many different variety of suya spices on the market. There are some that are like really spicy, and there are some that are just okay. I have even had suya spice that tasted like sand. So not all suya spices are made equally. In this video, however, I'm going to be sharing with you the suya spice that we use that makes all the difference. This is by far the best suya spice there is, because we've tried so many and we've used this one for years and years now, and anytime we make it for someone, they always want to know what the recipe is. So I'm finally going to be sharing the recipe with you today. I'm going to show you the exact brand of suya spice that I'm using so that you can find that in your local African market. If you don't find it in one store, definitely check another store, because I guarantee you're going to find it. This is really the spice that makes all the difference in this recipe. So let's get into the video. So this is the steak that I am using for today. You can use whatever beef you want, but I highly suggest you use steak because it tastes so much better compared to maybe using stewed beef or any kind of beef. It's already been washed and cleaned. I just kind of pat dried it a little bit to take off some of the excess moisture. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and spray this with a little bit of oil, and then it's going to go in the grill. So this is my oil. I'm just going to spray this a little bit. And the reason why I'm doing this is because once I put it in the grill, when we put the suya powder on this later on, it allows the suya powder to stick to the steak a little better with the oil on it. So I am using my indoor grill by Ninja. I have talked about this grill in a few other videos before, and we absolutely love this grill. It allows us to grill all year round. Right, so now I'm gonna turn this on, and then I'm gonna hit grill, and as you can see, we have the preset button here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that preset button, and you can select whatever you're cooking, but we're cooking beef, so I'm gonna leave it on beef, and I'm gonna go to medium rare. Now I know some people don't like their steak medium rare and they prefer to have it cooked throughout, but this is part one of grilling. We're going to be grilling this twice. That's why it's good to only do medium rare the first time around, because if you cook it all the way through and you grill it again the second time, it's going to be very chewy. So medium rare is the way to go the first time around, and then when we come back to grill it again, we can cook it through. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and then it's going to preheat for us. So while that preheat, I'm going to go ahead and prep the veggies that we're using for today. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going to cut my ingredients. I am using sweet onions. These are all already washed, and some green bell peppers. You can use whatever onion you want. You can use red onions, you can use yellow onions, but I prefer to use sweet onions only because I like the little bit of sweetness that it adds to the very spicy suya. You want to cut this into somewhat of bigger chunks. You don't want them too small. So this is what the steak looks like when it comes out of the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. You want to cut this into very thin strips. So you're probably wondering why I even decided to grill the steak in the first place if I'm gonna grill it again. And the reason is to take any of the excess moisture from it, because once you put the Suya spice on it, if there's too much moisture on your steak, it's not gonna clink well, and then after it's done grilling, all the Suya spice will disappear. So you just want to grill it the first time around just to take out a little bit of that moisture. And then to this, I'm going to add the bell peppers and the onions that we cut earlier on. You just want to separate this, especially the onions. So now the star of the show, the Suya powder. Now I'm going to show you the exact one that I use. This is the brand that I use. It's by Home Fresh. That's what it says up here. And like I said, there's a bunch of different Suya powders on the market, but this is the one that we have used, and this is really the powder that makes the recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on here, and I'm going to be really generous with this. I want to put a lot on here so that every single piece of meat and every single piece of veggie is literally coated with the powder. This is what it looks like. Super saturated, everything coated with the Suya powder. So I have clean aluminum foil in the grill. I got rid of the one that we used previously. And what I'm gonna do now is simply transfer the steak back on the grill. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my grill on again. This time I'm not using the preset button. I'm going to use the manual button. So I'm going to set this to go to grill. I'm going to set this on medium for 10 minutes. Alrighty, so it's done. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to take it out of the grill so you can see the end result. So this is the Suya. You can see the steam coming off of it. It's a very simple recipe, but it tastes so good. I can't wait for you to try it. And make sure you get the Suya spice that I talked about, the Home Fresh brand. That's the way to go. But yeah, that's it for today's recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and I hope you tried. If you do try the recipe, please tag me on Instagram because I want to see your recreation of it. Or you can come back to this video and leave a comment down below. Let me know you tried it and if you like it or not. But I think you're gonna like it because it's that good. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you here in about a week for my next video. Thank you and bye.